Namaste and welcome to Hindi with Bindu Udayan, where you will be getting English explanation to your Hindi lessons. Our today's topic is a poem based on humanity. Humanity, the quality of being human. It's a unique characteristic that differentiates human beings from other living organisms. It's all about showing empathy towards others, to love and to give respect to all. A kind of quality that binds us together. But as we are progressing as a human race into the future, don't you think that this quality is slowly drifting apart from us? So here is a poem with a very powerful message for humanity. Manushyata, a poem written by Rashtrakavi Maithili Sharan Gupta. A lesson from class 10th. Let's learn a beautiful poem from class 10th, Manushyata, a poem written by Maithili Sharan Gupta. Let's know about the poet Rashtrakavi Maithili Sharan Gupta. माइथिली शरण गुप्त का जन्म 3 अगस्त 1886 में उत्तर प्रदेश में झांसी के पास चिरगांव में हुआ. माइथिली शरण गुप्त, born on 3rd August 1886 in Uttar Pradesh, was one of the most important modern Hindi poets. माइथिली शरण गुप्त जी ने अपनी कविताओं द्वारा खड़ी बोली को एक काव्य भाषा के रूप में निर्मित करने का अथक प्रयास किया. He is considered one among the pioneers of Khadi Boli, the plain dialect of poetry, and wrote in Khadi Boli dialect at a time when most Hindi poets favored the use of Braj Bhasha dialect. उनके काव्य में राष्ट्रीय चेतना, धार्मिक भावना और मानवीय उत्थान का भाव दिखाई देता है. We find in his poetry national consciousness, religious sentiments, and the desire for human upliftment. वे भारतीय संस्कृति एवं इतिहास के परम भक्त थे. इसी कारण उनकी सभी रचनाएं राष्ट्रीय विचारधारा से ओतप्रोत हैं. He was an ardent advocate of Indian culture and history. Due to this reason, all his writings are inspired by nationalism. साकेत, यशोधरा, जयद्रथ वध आदि मैथिली शरण गुप्त जी की प्रमुख कृतियां हैं. Some of his popular works are साकेत, यशोधरा and जयद्रथ वध. भारत भारती के लिए मैथिली शरण गुप्त जी को महात्मा गांधी ने राष्ट्र कवि की पदवी दी और सन 1954 में भारत सरकार ने इन्हें पद्म भूषण से सम्मानित किया. He was a recipient of the Indian Civilian Honor of Padma Bhushan for his book Bharat Bharati. Widely quoted during India's freedom struggle, he was given the title of Rashtra Kavi by Mahatma Gandhi. उनकी मृत्यु 12 दिसंबर 1964 में 78 वर्ष की उम्र में हुई. Maithili Sharan Gupta breathed his last on December 12, 1964. He was 78 years of age at the time of death. An introduction to the poem Manushyata, पाठ प्रवेश. प्रकृति के अन्य प्राणियों की तुलना में मनुष्य में सोचने की शक्ति अधिक होती है. In comparison to other living beings, man has a greater thinking ability. वह अपने ही नहीं दूसरों के सुख दुख का भी ख्याल रखता है और दूसरों के लिए कुछ करने में समर्थ होता है. He not only bothers about his own happiness and sorrows, but worries about others. He intends to do something for his fellow beings. He is capable to help others. जानवर जब चारागाह में जाते हैं तो केवल अपने लिए चर कर आते हैं, परंतु मनुष्य ऐसा नहीं है. वह जो कुछ भी कमाता है, जो कुछ भी बनाता है, वह दूसरों के लिए भी करता है और दूसरों की सहायता से भी करता है. When an animal goes to graze, it grazes for itself. But when a man earns something or makes something, he does it for others too. And he too gets help from others. प्रस्तुत पाठ का कवि अपनों के सुख दुख की चिंता करने वालों को मनुष्य तो मानता है, परंतु यह मानने को तैयार नहीं है कि उन मनुष्यों में मनुष्यता के सारे गुण होते हैं. In this poem, the poet says that the people who feel for their loved ones can be considered as humans. They have the qualities of human being, but he is not ready to accept that such people would possess all the qualities of a compassionate human being. कवि केवल उन मनुष्यों को महान मानता है जो अपनों के सुख दुख से पहले दूसरों की चिंता करते हैं. The poet considers only those people as great who thinks about the well-being of others above his own. वह मनुष्यों में ऐसे गुण चाहता है जिसके कारण कोई भी मनुष्य इस मृत्यु लोक से चले जाने के बाद भी सदियों तक दूसरों की यादों में रहता है, अर्थात वह मृत्यु के बाद भी अमर रहता है. The poet desires humans to possess those qualities which would make him live in the memories of others even centuries after his death. Those qualities which would make him immortal. आखिर क्या है वे गुण? यह इस पाठ में जानेंगे. What are those qualities? We shall learn and discuss about them in this poem. Let's begin the poem. मनुष्यता. विचार लो कि मर्त्य हो, न मृत्यु से डरो कभी. Remember, you are mortal, so never be afraid of death. मरो, परंतु यो मरो कि याद जो करें सभी. Die, but die in a way that your death is remembered by all. हुई न यो सुमृत्यु तो वृथा मरे, वृथा जिए. The one who did not die such a good death for a good cause lived in vain and died in vain. मरा नहीं वही कि जो जिया न आपके लिए. The one who did not live for himself never dies. वही पशु प्रवृत्ति है कि आप ही चरे. It's an animal instinct that you feed yourself. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. He alone is a human who dies for another human. इन पंक्तियों में कवि बताना चाहता है कि मनुष्यों को कैसा जीवन जीना चाहिए. In these lines, the poet describes the way one must lead his life. कवि कहता है कि हमें यह जान लेना चाहिए कि मृत्यु का होना निश्चित है. हमें मृत्यु से नहीं डरना चाहिए. The poet says that it is definite that death will come to all one day, but we must not fear death. हमें कुछ ऐसा करना चाहिए कि लोग हमें मरने के बाद भी याद रखें. And while living, we must do such things that we will be remembered even after our death. जो मनुष्य दूसरों के लिए कुछ भी ना कर सकें, उनका जीना और मरना दोनों बेकार हैं. A person who could not do anything for others, his life and death both become worthless. Both are futile. अपने लिए तो जानवर भी जीते हैं. जो अपने लिए नहीं अपितु दूसरों के लिए जीता है, ऐसा मनुष्य मर कर भी नहीं मरता. Living for oneself is nothing big. Even animals live for themselves. Those who live not for themselves but for others, they stay alive even after their death. They do not die even after their death. कवि के अनुसार जो मनुष्य दूसरों के काम आए, वास्तव में वही मनुष्य कहलाता है. According to the poet, one who comes helpful to others can only be considered as true human being. उसी उदार की कथा सरस्वती बखानती. Such a kind and generous man is praised by Saraswati. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. The legend of such a kind man will be glorified in the books for centuries. उसी उदार से धरा कृतार्थ भाव मानती. The whole earth is grateful to such a generous person. उसी उदार की सदा सजीव कीर्ति कूजती. The glory of his generosity and kindness echoes in the world. तथा उसी उदार को समस्त सृष्टि पूजती. And such a generous man is worshipped by the entire universe. अखंड आत्मभाव जो असीम विश्व में भरे. A person who keeps the whole world bound together by oneness. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. He alone is rightly called a human who dies for another human. इन पंक्तियों में कवि बताना चाहता है कि जो मनुष्य दूसरों के लिए जीते हैं, उनका गुणगान युगों युगों तक किया जाता है. In these lines, the poet says that whoever lives for others, he will be glorified for centuries, even after his death. कवि कहता है कि जो मनुष्य दूसरों की चिंता करता है, ऐसे व्यक्ति की कथा का गुणगान सरस्वती अर्थात पुस्तकों में किया जाता है. The poet says that a person who thinks about the goodness of others, his story will be found even in the books. It will be glorified by goddess Saraswati. पूरी धरती उस महान व्यक्ति की आभारी रहती है. उस व्यक्ति का समस्त सृष्टि में सम्मान होता है. The whole earth is indebted to such people. He will be honored by the whole universe. कवि कहता है कि जो व्यक्ति सारे संसार को अखंड भाव और भाईचारे की भावना में बांधता है, वह व्यक्ति सही मायने में मनुष्य कहलाने योग्य होता है. The poet says that a person who keeps the whole world bound together by oneness and brotherhood, he is rightly called a human. Further, citing examples of generosity from the past from the Hindu mythology, the poet says, क्षुधार्त रंति देव ने दिया करस्थ थाल भी, तथा दधीचि ने दिया परार्थ अस्थि जाल भी. उसी नर क्षितीश ने स्वमांस दान भी किया, सहर्ष वीर कर्ण ने शरीर चर्म भी दिया. अनित्य देह के लिए अनादि जीव क्या डरे, वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. क्षुधार्त रंति देव ने दिया करस्थ थाल भी. The first example is of King Rantideva. Once there lived a kind-hearted king whose name was Rantidev. He was renowned for his humanity and generosity. He was very generous and worked hard for the good of the country and his subjects. But unfortunately, there was a big famine in his country. He voluntarily underwent considerable suffering along with the members of his family. Indeed, he sometimes shivered for want of food and water. Yet, he always remained sober and undisturbed. Even though Rantidev was tired of hunger, he gave away his last plate of food to the needy. तथा दधीचि ने दिया परार्थ अस्थि जाल भी. This line reminds us of the sacrifice and liberality of Dadhichi Muni. Thousands of years ago, a demon had stolen all the water in the world. Innocent people died because of lack of water. This monster, Vrittasura, could not be defeated by a weapon made of ordinary material like wood or metal, etc. Something extraordinary was needed to kill him. It came to be known that the sage Dadhichi had bones that had extraordinary power. The sage was a noble person. When he came to know about this, he sacrificed his life and gave his own bones to make the weapon to help the people. Thus, Indravajra was a weapon made from these bones of sage Dadhichi, and the monster Vrittasur was defeated with the use of this weapon. So sage Dadhichi sacrificed his bones in order to make Vajrayudha, Indra's weapon. Ushinar Kshitish ne Swamans daan bhi kiya. The king of Ushinar, King Shibi, donated the whole lot of flesh from his body. The Chandravanshi king Shibi was known for his truthfulness, justice, and for keeping his word. He is said to have saved Agni, transformed into a dove, from Indra, transformed into a hawk, by offering up his own flesh. King Shibi shows the extent of his goodness when he promises to protect the life of a dove from an eagle by offering his own flesh. Saharshveer Karna ne sharir charm bhi diya. This line reminds us of Danveer Karna. Karna was born with an impenetrable golden armor, a gift from his father Surya. Indra, Arjuna's father, knew that this armor would prevent Karna's death, and so he went in a disguise to ask for the armor. The armor is not an armor that one puts on like clothes. It is attached to him and is a bodily part. He nevertheless ripped out the armor and gave it away, as one would rip out a chunk of flesh from his body. So that was Karna, the brave Karna, who wholeheartedly gave away the divine shield that was a part of his body. He never stopped giving. He gave away his most valuable at a request. अनित्य देह के लिए अनादि जीव क्या डरे? शरीर मरता है, आत्मा नहीं. The body is mortal, not the soul. Then why should the immortal soul be scared of this mortal body? वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. He alone is rightly called a human who dies for another human. इन पंक्तियों में कवि ने उन महान पुरुषों के उदाहरण दिए हैं जिनकी महानता के कारण उन्हें आज भी याद किया जाता है. In these lines, the poet cites the examples of great persons who are remembered even after their death because of the great deeds done by them. कवि कहता है कि पौराणिक कथाएं ऐसे व्यक्तियों के उदाहरणों से भरी पड़ी हैं जिन्होंने अपना पूरा जीवन दूसरों के लिए त्याग दिया. The poet says that the mythical stories which we have read or learned are full of such great personalities who have sacrificed their lives for the sake of others. उदाहरण के लिए भूख से परेशान रंतिदेव ने अपने हाथ की आखिरी थाली भी दान कर दी थी. For example, even though he was tired of hunger, Rantidev gave away his last plate of food for the needy. महर्षि दधीची ने तो अपने पूरे शरीर की हड्डियां वज्र बनाने के लिए दान कर दी थी. Sage Dadhichi even sacrificed all of his bones in order to make the weapon Vajrayudha. उशीनर या गांधार देश के राजा शिबी ने कबूतर की जान बचाने के लिए अपना पूरा मांस दान कर दिया था. The king of Ushinar or Gandhar, King Shibi, gave the whole lot of flesh from his body so as to save the life of a dove, a pigeon. वीर कर्ण ने अपनी खुशी से अपने शरीर का कवच और कुंडल दान कर दिया था. The brave Karna wholeheartedly gave away his shield to keep up his word. कवि कहना चाहता है कि मनुष्य इस नश्वर शरीर के लिए क्यों डरता है, क्योंकि वास्तव में मनुष्य वही कहलाता है जो दूसरों के लिए अपने आप को त्याग देता है. The poet wants to say that why should we be scared of this perishable body? Because only those people can be called humans who have sacrificed themselves for others. सहानुभूति चाहिए, महाविभूति है यही. Sahanubhuti is compassion. One should be compassionate, for it's the greatest virtue. Mahavibhuti, the greatest wealth. Vashikrita sadaiv hai bani hui swayam mahi. Look at the earth. It is the effect of the earth's endurance only that it is able to bear every burden that comes over it. Viruddhavad buddha ka daya pravah mein baha. Mahatma Buddha went against the prevailing norms of society in search of the truth of life for the welfare of the suffering people. His ideals became an ocean of sympathy. विनीत लोक वर्ग क्या न सामने झुका रहा? Didn't the whole world bow in front of him? आहा, वही उदार है परोपकार जो करे. Indeed, he who helps others is generous. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. And a person becomes a real human when he lives and dies for others. इन पंक्तियों में कवि ने महात्मा बुद्ध का उदाहरण देते हुए दया और करुणा को सबसे बड़ा धन बताया है. In these lines, the poet gives the example of Lord Buddha and says that kindness and compassion are the greatest wealth. कवि कहता है कि मनुष्य के मन में दया और करुणा का भाव होना चाहिए, यही सबसे बड़ा धन है. Poet says that human heart should be filled with kindness and compassion, which are the greatest wealth one can possess. स्वयं धरती भी सदैव अपनी सहानुभूति से सभी को वश में रखती है. It is the effect, the result of Earth's endurance and compassion that it is always able to bear every burden that comes over it. इसका सबसे उत्तम उदाहरण महात्मा बुद्ध हैं, जिनसे लोगों का दुख नहीं देखा गया तो वे लोक कल्याण के लिए दुनिया के नियमों के विरुद्ध चले गए. The greatest example of this is Gautam Buddha, who after witnessing the sorrow around him, trespassed all the prevailing laws and norms of the society for the welfare of the suffering people. क्या पूरा संसार उनके सामने नहीं झुका? Didn't the whole world bow in front of him? अर्थात उनके दया भाव वह परोपकार के कारण आज भी उनको याद किया जाता है और उनकी पूजा की जाती है. That is, because of his kindness and compassion, he is remembered and worshipped even today, centuries after his death. महान उसे कहा जाता है जो परोपकार करता है. मनुष्य वही कहलाता है जो मनुष्य के लिए जीता और मरता है. A person becomes great when he helps others, and a person becomes a real human when he lives and dies for others. रहो न भूल के कभी मदांध तुच्छ वित्त में. We should never by mistake be proud because of our wealth. सनाथ जान आपको करो न गर्व चित्त में. We should never be arrogant about the fact that we have our loved ones with us. अनाथ कौन है यहाँ? त्रिलोकनाथ साथ हैं. Never consider anyone as an orphan because God is definitely there for everyone. दयालु दीन बंधु के बड़े विशाल हाथ हैं. God is very kind. He is the companion to the poor and needy, and his blessings are showered upon everyone. अतीव भाग्यहीन है अधीर भाव जो करे. If a person considers himself as an orphan and is worried, he can be said to be very unlucky. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे, for he alone is a human who is ready to die for another human. इन पंक्तियों में कवि कहता है कि संपत्ति पर कभी घमंड नहीं करना चाहिए और किसी को अनाथ नहीं समझना चाहिए क्योंकि ईश्वर सबके साथ हैं. In these lines, the poet says that we should never be proud or arrogant because of our wealth, and we should never consider anyone as an orphan, because even if he does not have anyone else, God will definitely be there for him. कवि कहता है कि भूल कर भी कभी संपत्ति या यश पर घमंड नहीं करना चाहिए. इस बात पर कभी गर्व नहीं करना चाहिए कि हमारे साथ हमारे अपनों का साथ है. The poet says that even by mistake we should never be proud or boast about our wealth or fame. We must never be arrogant about the fact that we have our loved ones with us. यहाँ कोई भी अनाथ नहीं है क्योंकि ईश्वर सबके साथ हैं. वह बहुत दयावान है. उसका हाथ सबके ऊपर रहता है. Nobody is alone in this world because God is with everyone. God is very kind and his blessings are showered upon everyone. कवि कहता है कि वह व्यक्ति भाग्यहीन है जो स्वयं को अनाथ मानकर परेशान रहता है क्योंकि मनुष्य वही व्यक्ति कहलाता है जो इन सब चीजों से ऊपर उठकर सोचता है. A person can be said to be very unlucky if he thinks himself as an orphan and feels disappointed, because one can be called a human only when he is above all such mean and lowly feelings. अनंत अंतरिक्ष में अनंत देव हैं खड़े. In the limitless sky or the space above, there are innumerable gods. समक्ष ही स्वबाहु जो बढ़ा रहे बड़े बड़े, who are spreading their big hands towards us, blessing all those who are helpful to others. परस्परावलंब से उठो तथा बढ़ो सभी. Therefore get up and move ahead with mutual cooperation and support. अभी अमर्त्य अंक में अपंक हो चढ़ो सभी. And now with a compassionate heart and without any blemishes in your character, secure your place in the laps of the immortal, the laps of the God. रहो न यों कि एक से न काम और का सरे. Do not live selfishly in a way that you are of no help to others. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. For only those who had spent their lives in the welfare of others are called humans. इन पंक्तियों में कवि कहता है कि कलंक रहित रहने व दूसरों का सहारा बनने वाले व्यक्ति का देवता भी स्वागत करते हैं. In these lines, the poet says that a person without any blemishes in his character and with a compassionate heart towards his fellow beings is accepted, welcomed and loved even by God. कवि कहता है कि उस असीम आकाश में असंख्य देवता खड़े हैं जो अपनी भुजाओं को फैलाकर परोपकारी व दयालु व्यक्तियों का स्वागत करते हैं. The poet says that in the limitless sky there are innumerable gods who are standing, spreading their hands, blessing all those who are kind and helpful to others. इसलिए दूसरों का सहारा बनो और सभी को साथ में लेकर आगे बढ़ो. Therefore, be the source of comfort, be helpful to others and keep them along with you when you move on in your life. यदि तुम कोई बुरा काम नहीं करोगे तो देवता तुम्हें अपनी गोद में ले लेंगे. The poet says that if you keep yourself away from doing bad deeds, then God will keep you protected in his lap. सभी कलंक रहित होकर देवताओं की गोद में बैठो. Therefore, all should lead a life free of any evil and secure your place in the lap of God. अपने मतलब के लिए नहीं जीना चाहिए. We should not live selfishly. अपना और दूसरों का उद्धार करना चाहिए, क्योंकि इस नश्वर संसार में मनुष्य वही है जो दूसरों का कल्याण करे. We should help in the welfare and well-being of others, because in this perishable world, only those are called humans who had spent their lives in the welfare of others. मनुष्य मात्र बंधु है, यही बड़ा विवेक है. The greatest awareness one can have is that we humans are related to each other. पुराण पुरुष स्वयंभू पिता प्रसिद्ध एक हैं, and the one who is considered as स्वयंभू or the self-created person in our Puran or the ancient scriptures, he himself is our father or creator. फलानुसार कर्म के अवश्य बाह्य भेद हैं. Of course, because of external factors, we human beings may seem to be different from each other. परंतु अंतरैक्य में प्रमाणभूत वेद हैं. But internally, their soul remains one and the same, and this is said even in the Vedas. अनर्थ है कि बंधु ही न बंधु की व्यथा हरे. Our lives become worthless if we are not able to be helpful to our own brothers in need. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. For a person can be said to be a human only if he comes to the help of another person. इन पंक्तियों में कवि कहता है कि हम सब एक ईश्वर की संतान हैं. In these lines, the poet says that we all are the children of one and the same God. अतः हम सभी मनुष्य एक दूसरे के भाई बंधु हैं. Therefore, each one of us is related to one another. कवि कहता है कि प्रत्येक मनुष्य एक दूसरे के भाई बंधु हैं. यह सबसे बड़ी समझ है. The poet says that each person is the sibling of his fellow being. This itself is the greatest awareness one can have. पुराणों में जिसे स्वयंभू अर्थात स्वयं उत्पन्न पुरुष माना गया है, वह परमात्मा या ईश्वर हम सभी का पिता है. सभी मनुष्य उस एक ईश्वर की संतान हैं. Whoever is considered as Swayambhu or the self-created person in the ancient scripts, he himself is our father or our creator. Every human being is the child or creation of that one God. बाहरी कारणों के फल अनुसार प्रत्येक मनुष्य के कर्म भले ही अलग अलग हों, परंतु हमारे वेद इस बात के साक्षी हैं कि सभी की आत्मा एक है. Because of external factors, human beings seem to be different from each other with respect to their deeds, but their soul remains one and the same. This is said even in the Vedas. कवि कहता है कि यदि भाई ही भाई के दुख व कष्टों का नाश नहीं करेगा तो उसका जीना व्यर्थ है, क्योंकि मनुष्य वही कहलाता है जो बुरे समय में दूसरे मनुष्य के काम आता है. If we are not able to be helpful to our own brothers when they are in need, then our lives become worthless, because a person can be said to be human only if he comes to the help of another person during his time of need. चलो अभीष्ट मार्ग में सहर्ष खेलते हुए. Everyone should move ahead happily along the path chosen by him. विपत्ति विघ्न जो पड़े उन्हें ढकेलते हुए. Overcoming all the obstacles and difficulties which he has to face. While doing so, while moving ahead. घटे न हेल मेल हाँ, बढ़े न भिन्नता कभी. Our understanding should not decrease and our differences should not increase. All of us should make sure that there is mutual understanding among everyone and there should never be discrimination in our minds. अतर्क एक पंथ के सतर्क पंथ हों सभी. Our mind should be free of all disputes and debates, and we should be alert as we move ahead together, as there may be many external factors trying to break our bond, our unity. तभी समर्थ भाव है कि तारता हुआ तरे. We must help others to progress. Take them along with us as we move ahead, as we advance. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. For one can be said to be human only if he comes to the help of another person. इन पंक्तियों में कवि कहता है कि यदि हम खुशी से सारे कष्टों को हटाते हुए भेदभाव रहित रहेंगे तभी समाज की उन्नति होगी. In these lines, the poet says that if we live without any prejudices, overcoming all difficulties, working towards it wholeheartedly, only then the society will progress. कवि कहता है कि मनुष्य को अपनी इच्छा से चुने हुए मार्ग में खुशी खुशी चलना चाहिए. रास्ते में जो भी संकट या बाधाएं आए उन्हें हटाते चले जाना चाहिए. The poet says that everyone should move forward happily along the path chosen by him, overcoming all the obstacles which he has to face while doing so. मनुष्यों को यह ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि आपसी समझ न बिगड़े और भेदभाव न बढ़े. All of us should make sure that there is mutual understanding among everyone and there should never be discrimination in any of our minds. बिना किसी तर्क वितर्क के सभी को एक साथ लेकर आगे बढ़ना चाहिए. तभी यह संभव होगा कि मनुष्य दूसरों की उन्नति और कल्याण के साथ अपनी समृद्धि भी कायम करे. We should move forward certainly keeping the whole society united, and only then, along with doing good to others and helping them in progressing, we ourselves can make advancement in our lives. Here is a summary of this poem. इस कविता में कवि मनुष्यता का सही अर्थ समझाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं. In this poem, the poet is trying to define what exactly is meant by humanity. मनुष्य को मृत्यु से नहीं डरना चाहिए क्योंकि मृत्यु निश्चित है. हमें ऐसा कुछ करना चाहिए कि लोग हमें मृत्यु के बाद भी याद रखें. We must not be afraid of death because death is certain. We must do such things while we are alive which would make us immortal and we will be remembered by people even long after our death. असली मनुष्य वही है जो दूसरों के लिए जीना व मरना सीख ले. हमें उदार बनना चाहिए क्योंकि उदार व्यक्ति का हर जगह गुणगान होता है. Only those people are really humane who live and die for the sake of others. We must always be benevolent and kind because only such people will be glorified everywhere. पुराणों में रंतिदेव, कर्ण, महर्षि दधीचि, राजा शिबी आदि ऐसे लोगों के उदाहरण हैं जिन्हें उनके त्याग भाव के लिए आज भी याद किया जाता है. मनुष्य के मन में दया और करुणा का भाव होना चाहिए. रंतिदेव, कर्ण, महर्षि दधीचि and King Shibi, etc. are some of those great souls who are remembered even today for their sacrificial attitude, for the sacrifices they have done. Human beings should shower kindness and mercy on others. इस जग में कोई अनाथ नहीं है क्योंकि हम सब उस एक ईश्वर की संतान हैं. हमें भेदभाव से ऊपर उठकर सबके हित के लिए सोचना चाहिए. Nobody is an orphan or alone in this world because all of us are the children or creation of the very same God. We must be above all selfishness and treat everyone without any discrimination and think and work for the welfare of all the people. हमें दयालु बनना चाहिए क्योंकि दयालु और परोपकारी मनुष्य का देवता भी स्वागत करते हैं. अतः हमें दूसरों का परोपकार व कल्याण करना चाहिए. We must always be compassionate towards others because God welcomes only those who are kind and helpful towards others. Therefore, we must always help and uplift others. मनुष्य के बाहरी कर्म अलग अलग हों, परंतु हमारे वेद साक्षी हैं कि सभी की आत्मा एक है। हम सब एक ही ईश्वर की संतान हैं, अतः सभी मनुष्य भाई बंधु हैं। People might be different by their karma, their deeds, but our Vedas confirm that the fact that all our souls are one and the same, and we are the creation of the very same God. Therefore, all human beings are related to each other. मनुष्य को हर विपत्ति और विघ्न को हटाते हुए अपने चुने हुए मार्ग पर चलना चाहिए. So people should move forward along the path chosen by him, overcoming all the obstacles and challenges. आपसी समझ को बनाए रखना चाहिए और भेदभाव को नहीं बढ़ाना चाहिए. He must be united, understanding one another and live without the attitude of discrimination. ऐसी सोच रखने वाला मनुष्य ही अपना और दूसरों का कल्याण और उद्धार कर सकता है. Only then he can make progress in his life and help in uplifting the society. Humanity is a virtue that needs to be encouraged and prioritized over all others if human dignity and peace are to prevail. Let's revise. कवि के अनुसार मनुष्यता की क्या पहचान है? What is the identity of humanity according to the poet? परोपकार और अच्छे कर्म ही मनुष्यता की पहचान है. Charity and good deeds are the hallmarks of humanity. उदार व्यक्ति की पहचान कैसे हो सकती है? How do you identify a generous person? परोपकारी एवं विनम्र व्यवहार से, by his benevolent and polite behavior. किन महान व्यक्तियों का गुणगान पुस्तकों में किया जाता है? Which great people are glorified in books? जो परोपकार करते हैं, the people who do charity. कबूतर को बचाने के लिए अपना मांस किसने दिया था? Who gave a whole lot of flesh from his body to save the pigeon? उशीनर के राजा शिबी ने. It was the king of Ushinar, Shibi. हमें किन बातों का घमंड नहीं करना चाहिए? What should we not be proud of? संपत्ति और अपनों पर. We should never be proud of our wealth and our relatives. कवि ने महाविभूति किसे कहा है? What is the greatest virtue or the wealth according to the poet? सहानुभूति को. It's compassion. कवि के अनुसार सभी मनुष्य किस प्रकार जुड़े हैं? How are humans related to each other according to the poet? आंतरिक रूप से. Humans are related internally. Their soul remains one and the same. So that was Manushyata, a poem by Rashtrakavi Maithili Sharan Gupta. Being human is our first identity. So we must comprehend humanity in our day-to-day lives, as it is a reason behind our existence. Hope you have understood the explanation. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you again in the next video with a new lesson.